relation you are already familiar with. If A has the image E, we write the ordered pair AE, and B has the image F, we write the ordered pair BF, and if C has the image E, we write CE. And you notice the condition for a function. The condition for a function is what? First thing is that every element of A should have the image. The second condition is the uniqueness of image. If these two conditions are satisfied, any relation can be also known as a function. So this example, you can see that every element of A has the image, and second part, that whether the image is unique or not. For that, you just ask a question that A has got how many images? The image of A is E only. A does not have any other image. And B, the image of B is F. The image of B is F. B has got only one image, and the image of C is E. That is also unique image. So the relation becomes a function. The first elements of the relations are known as the set of first element of each ordered pair of the relation is known as the domain. So domain of R is a set of all the first elements, and if the relation is a function, then this automatically becomes the first set. Okay. So this automatically becomes a first set if R is a function, because we say that every element of A should have the image if R is a function. So automatically the first element becomes the full set A. So in other words, we can say that if F is a function defined from A to B, F is a function defined from A to B, then domain of F by the definition of function itself, it becomes A, and B is known as codomain of F. So that is a codomain of F. So this much arrow diagram, the image of A is P, the image of B is Q, the image of C is R, and the function we call it as F. Now, what is the speciality of this function is that A has got only one image P, and when A is different from B, we have got different images. That is, if you say A not equal to B, then their images are also different. And one more thing, how do we denote the image of A? By symbol, we use this notation f of A. That is, actually P is also written as the image of A, or we call it as f of A. And image of B is Q. We can also call it as f of B because our function is F. And image of C is R, but we can also call it as f of C. So a one-to-one function means when A is not equal to B, then their images are also different. Images means f of A is not equal to f of B. Such type of functions are known as one-one function. Such type of functions are known as one-one function. This is the first function. Or one more name is there, it is also known as injective function. Because you will get this concept clear if you go to another example. One more thing you just see, here is your A and here is your B, and we have here A, B, C, and on the right hand side we have P, Q, R, S. Suppose A's image is P and B's image also P. C's image is P. What is here? What do you see here? A, B, C, all these many elements of A has got the same image, one image. That is P is the same as F of A also, and this is also same as F of B also, and it is also same as F of C also. So in this case, you see, whenever A is not equal to B, but we can see that the images are same. F of A is equal to F of B. So such cases we say that it is a many one function. Many one function. Here from this word itself we can make out that many one means actually what? Many to one. Here many from where it is coming? It is from domain. From the domain many elements are mapped to one element in the codomain. Similarly, one to one ka meaning also you can take in that same sense. This one element of this domain is having only one image or one element in the codomain. So this by arrow diagram, I hope you understood. When A is different from B, their images are also different. When B is different from C, their images are also different. So mathematically we write this. Arrow diagram is just for your understanding. But when you go to the mathematical way of expressing that a function is 1, 1, this is a mathematical formula for 1, 1 function. It is ever A not equal to B in the domain, their images are also different. And for many one function, whenever A is not equal to B, their images may not be different. They are not different. There may be some images which are the same image for different A and B. So please write this type of functions. You can draw this and can write this. You write this children. After that, I'll take one example and will explain. If anybody has any problem, that you will clear it in with the example. Okay.
Ma'am, why have you written domain and codomain here?
Domain and domain.
Here, uh, like below A and B, you have written domain and codomain, no, ma'am.
Because this one is one to one, just to make you understand that one to one means what? One from the domain, if you take, it will have only one image. Image is in the codomain, no? One to one. Whereas many one means, see this many elements of the domain has only one image in the codomain. That is why I have written the domain and codomain. Okay. Now, best example from your real life is, see children, you 49 or 60 students are there in the class, 68 students are there in the class, all have got different names, right? So if you take the domain as all the students and the codomain as the numbers starting from 1 to 69, everybody is assigned a roll number, right? So if you two people are different, you will have two different roll numbers. That is example of a one-to-one function. An example of many-one function, suppose we are taking the marks of the students. Many students from this domain might have got the same image, same mark. So that will be many-to-one mapping or many-one function. Now an example function just like this, f of x equal to x square, and suppose if f is defined from natural number to natural number, you have to check whether it is 1 or many one. If it is from n to n means the domain is natural number, the codomain is also natural number. You just by observation, you just tell me whether it is 1 or not. Elements in the domain are 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Here also the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. All the natural numbers. Now if you are taking the mapping, 1 का image क्या आएगा? The image of x is x square. Okay, f of x means it is the image of x, and it is given with this equation. How to find the image of x? You have to apply this algebraic expression x square. So that means what is the image of 1? Image of 1 is 1 square, and that is equal to 1. So I have drawn the arrow diagram. Then according to this, what is the image of 2? 2 I have taken from the domain. The image of 2 becomes, according to this, it is 2 square, and you will get 4. So image of 2 is 4. Now what is the image of 3? Image of 3 means f of 3, that becomes 3 square, that is 9. Image of 3 is somewhere here 9. Similarly, image of 4 is 16. So what you notice here is, see, 1 is different from, 1 is not equal to 2. What about their images? Their images, 1 ka image, f of 1 is 1, 2 ka image 4. The images are also different. Wherever you take like that, if 3 not equal to 4, you know 3 not equal to 4. What about their images? F of 3 is 9 and f of 4 is 16. So their images are also different. So that means this function is 1 function. This is 1 function. Understood? Instead of n to n, the same function if you are taking with f is from z to z, given by f of x equal to x square. Is it a 1 function? Z means what?
Integer. It's
All
not
the
a
integers. Okay, all the integers. So, including 0. So, I am taking this here, all the integers. I am taking here -1, here +1, here -2, +2. All the things I am not taking, but something we can just see here. All the numbers we have taken. Here also we'll get like that, all the integers. I'm just going to write only the images, okay? So according to this function, what is the image of x? Image of x is x square. Means if you want to find the image of 1, what you will do? It will be f of 1. F of 1 is known as image of 1. So according to the question, it is 1 square. So image of 1, I am writing here, it is 1 square 1. What about image of minus 1? Image of minus 1 is minus 1 square. So image of minus 1 is also 1. Similarly, image of 2 is image of 2, f of 2 is 2 square, or that is equal to 4. And image of minus 2 is also 4. So what type of function is this? Is it 1, 1 or many 1?
Many two.
It is many 1. Many elements of this domain has got one image here. For example, many elements means, see here 1 and minus 1. It has got the same image 1. Similarly, next, so such type of functions are known as many one function. Okay, so this is the best example to understand what do you mean by a one function and many one function. This part is, this is only by observations we are writing all the elements and writing. So, but that is not the right way of writing the exam hall. This procedure you can apply if it is a 1 mark question. Okay, to see the counter example or whether it is 1 1. If it is 1 1, you have to give actually a general proof. See, what I told you is, when a function is 1 1, what is the meaning? When A is not equal to B, their images are also not the same. That is, f of A and f of B, they are different. The images of A and B are different. This is the actual definition. When A not equal to B implies f of A not equal to f of B. But this algebraic expression, it is very difficult to handle sometimes, not equal to. You are familiar with equality. Now, how to convert this same concept to equality is, actually in the logical reasoning, there is what called a conditional statement. P implies Q. I don't know. This type of statements are known as the conditional statement. P implies Q. And the true implies Q is a conditional statement. And there is an equivalent statement for this. Equivalent statement, which is known as contrapositive statement. That is this, it is not Q implies not P. These two statements, we consider it as equivalent statement. That means instead of proving this first statement, you can prove the second statement, both meaning it will have. So, the actual definition of 1 1, since it contains not equal to, we convert it into this equivalent statement. And what will be the equivalent statement here? What you notice here is, children, here when P implies Q, the equivalent statement will just reverse ho jata hai. This Q ka not Q implies not P. Okay, so this will be the equivalent statement. Now, if you are converting this to the equivalent statement or basic definition, you are converting to the equivalent statement, you get the statement not of this result. The equivalent statement is actually what not Q implies. So, the not of this means the negative of this statement. Negative of the statement is f of A not equal to f of B. A negative statement means it will be f of A equal to f of B. Okay, f of A equal to f of B. Then that implies not P means it is not or not of the statement A not equal to B. That becomes A equal to B. So this is very important, that instead of proving the first statement or instead of using the first statement, we always use this statement to prove that f is 1, 1. Please write, prove that f defined from n to n given by f of x equal to x square is 1, 1. You have to give a general proof. And how to give the general proof is, you apply the basic definition of 1, 1 function. And this will be the conditional statement which we are using to prove that f is 1, 1. That means the conditional statement, you are already familiar with the conditional statement in the relation. So conditional statement means what? If f of a equal to f of b implies then a equal to b. So when if is a condition and you have to assume the condition. So we'll use the word let f of a equal to f of b. Then we have to prove that a equal to b. Okay, if you are able to prove that a is equal to b, then we can say that f is 1, 1. So for that purpose, we have assumed that f of a equal to f of b. Now how to proceed is, go to the question. It is given that f of x equal to x square. So f of a means it is a square equal to f of b means it is b square. Okay. Now, how to say that a equal to b? Can you always say a equal to b when a square equal to b square? You have to move algebraically. So, what you do is, you have to bring the right side term to left side. So, it becomes a square minus b square equal to 0. Then a square minus b square equal to 0. Next part is, you can factorize it. That is a plus b into a minus b equal to 0. Now, after this, what will be your conclusion?
Ma'am, A cannot equal minus B because they are natural
Yeah.
numbers.
Yes, very good. So now what is your technique is, this product of two numbers is equal to 0, and the second number, second factor, this is always 0 if the first factor is never equal to 0. So you can see that a plus b can never be equal to 0 because a and b are coming from natural numbers. When you are applying the definition of this 1, 1 function, we know that a and b are from the domain, and here comes your f of a and f of b. So a and b are natural numbers, and sum of two natural number, a plus b means sum of two natural number, it can be never equal to 0. Right? Sum of two distinct natural number is never, or sum of two natural number is never equal to 0. So because of this strong concept, you can say that the other factor will be always 0. Which is other factor? This a minus b is always equal to 0 since a plus b not equal to 0. So when a minus b equal to 0 means you can write that a equal to b. So what you have proved is, what you have assumed is, you have assumed that f of a equal to f of b, and you have proved that a equal to b. We have assumed f of a equal to f of b, and you have proved that a equal to b, and that is a basic definition of 1, 1 function. So you can write that therefore f is 1, 1.